A popular event that has been held in Harrogate, West Yorkshire, for more than 50 years will not return this summer. The Pennine Run, first staged back in 1969, sees dozens of historical vehicles driven from Greater Manchester, namely Birch Services West Side, to Harrogate, West Yorkshire, over the Yorkshire Moors. I was last there in 2016. It's basically the London to Brighton run of the North. Residents and visitors would flock to the Strye along Oatlands Drive to look around the vans, lorries, buses and other vehicles after their arrival. However, in 2019, the Strye was left unsuitable by heavy rain, leading the Historical Commercial Vehicle Society, which organises the event, to seek an alternative site. Open space, basically like a big field in the middle of Harrogate. And for most of these vehicles, you could say the weight is an issue when they're sitting on grass, especially wet grass, of course. If there was a Bedford QL there, that's of course 4x4, so I'm sure that would have no problem. But other commercials would have a serious problem, obviously, with sinking into the mud. It found a home at the Yorkshire Event Centre on the Great Yorkshire Showground and returned there in 2022, after a 2-year break. But this year's event, Chairman Chris Sant told supporters, "The management of the Yorkshire Event Centre have informed us that the large area of hard standing that we have in past years used for the finish will not be available this year. I contacted them in early January to request the use of the site, and after confirming recipient of my request, it took over 2 months to inform us that the area will be unavailable, leaving us too little time to find an alternative." Chris said that he was hopeful it would be possible to hold the Pennine Run again in 2024, and working to find another location for the vehicles to convene at the end of the route. A spokesperson for the Yorkshire Event Centre said no agreement had been made to us to use the venue this year, adding, "We stepped in to help organisers 2 days before the Pennine Run in 2019, when the original site was waterlogged. The event was cancelled in 2020 and 2021, and we all know why. And an agreement was made for it to be held again at the showground in 2022. Unfortunately, no agreement was put in place for 2023, and the area is now under offer for another event. I would imagine to be replaced." Now, I read somewhere else that the hard standing was worn out because of the weight of the vintage lorries, so they were re-tarmacking it. But it's such a shame, isn't it?